That night, the sky did not just turn dark, it cracked. I remember it clearly because I was there when the first scream came from the hut, and I remember the smell like burnt palm oil and wet head when Obiakpor's shadow passed over our village again. My name is Chike. I am from Umudara, a small Igbo village surrounded by thick forest and red soil. What I'm about to tell you happened many years ago. Some people say it's a legend. I say it's a memory because I saw her. I saw Azariah. For as long as I could remember, Obiakpkor ruled from the underworld beneath the old Iroko tree at the edge of the forest. Nobody saw him fully, only his smoke, his whispers, his minions. They came at night, tall, twisted shapes with long fingers and glowing eyes. They would steal goats, burn bands, sometimes take people. The elder said Obiakpkor made a pact generations ago. In exchange for protection, he demanded fear and blood. Every planting season, someone disappeared. No one fought back until the prophecy. Months before Azariah was born, a mad woman came from the river bank. Her hair was white like ash, though her face was young. She stood in the village square and shouted, "A child will be born under the broken moon. She will carry fire in her hands. She will break the chain under the earth." Everyone laughed, except old Mama Nkem. She whispered, "It is about Ifunaya's child." Ifunaya was heavy with pregnancy, quiet woman, strong eyes. Her husband had been taken by Obiakpor's minions the previous year. The moon that night was built by clouds. I was 15, hiding outside Ifunaya's hut with other boys, not to spy, but because something felt wrong. Inside, she screamed. Then the wind changed. The dog started howling. From the forest, we heard it. That dragging sound, like heavy chains being pulled over dry leaves. "They are coming!" The midwife ran out, her hands shaking. "It is not ordinary," she cried. Then we saw them. 3 of Obiakpor's minions stepped from the darkness, tall, bent backward at the joint, eyes burning red. One hissed, "The child must not breathe." We ran, but before they reached the hut, something happened. A loud cry, not normal baby cry, it echoed, and a flash of light burst from inside the hut. The minion shrieked and stumbled back. The door burst open. Mama Nkem rushed out, carrying a baby wrapped in cloth. Ifunaya followed, weak but alive. "Take her to the river path," Mama Nkem shouted. I don't know why, but I ran towards them instead of away. We fled through the cassava fields while the minions screeched behind us. The baby did not cry again, she just stared. Her eyes glowed faint gold. We took them to an old hunter's cave near the hills. A man lived there. People called him Master Eze. He had once been the greatest warrior in the region. Then he disappeared after losing his family to Obiakpkor. When he saw the child, he froze. "She carries the mark," he said quietly. Ifunaya collapsed from exhaustion, but she lived. Master Eze looked at me. "If you stay, you become part of this." I stayed. Azariah grew fast, too fast. At 5 years old, she could outrun boys twice her age. At 7, she lifted stones that 2 men struggled with. At 10, she broke a wooden staff by squeezing it. But strength was not enough. Master Eze trained her. Every morning before sunrise, again, he would shout. She fell. Got up. He taught her to fight with bare hands, with spear, with machete, with bow. Do not fight with anger, he said. Fight with control. He also taught her about her power. Sometimes, when she focused, the hair around her shimmered. Once, a snake lunged at her. It froze mid-air and dropped lifeless. She looked scared. Master Eze said, Obiakpkor fears you. That is why he haunts you. When Azariah turned 15, the attacks increased. Villagers were vanishing again. One night, we heard screams from Umudara. Azariah stood up from the fire. It is time, she said. Master Eze blocked her. You are not ready. They are dying. She walked into the forest. Anyway, I followed. 3 minions stood near the yam bands, setting them ablaze. Azariah stepped forward. I know who you serve, she said calmly. They laughed. One lunged at her. She moved like lightning. She twisted its arm. Crack. Kicked its knee. Second swung claws at her face. She caught its wrist mid-air. Her eyes glowed gold. Go back to the underworld, she whispered. Flames burst from her palm. The creature burned without smoke. The third tried to run. She threw her spear. It pierced straight through its chest. The village watched from hiding. For the first time in my life, I saw hope. Obiakpkor was hungry. The ground shook for days. Master Eze knew what was coming. He will come himself soon, he told Azariah. That night, a swarm of minions attacked the cave. We fought side by side. Azariah moved like a storm, but there were too many. One minion stabbed Master Eze in the back. Azariah screamed. She unleashed something I'd never seen. A shockwave exploded outward, throwing every creature into the rocks. Silence. Master Eze lay dying. Remember, he whispered. Control, not reach. He died smiling. Azariah changed after that. She returned to Umudara and called the young men and women together. We end this, she said. She trained them. Formations, weapons, discipline. No more hiding. She became their warlord. Not cruel, not loud, just focused. We marched to the old Iroko tree. The ground cracked open. Smoke rose. Obiakpkor finally emerged. Huge, twisted, eyes like burning coal. So you are the child, his voice boomed. Azariah stepped forward. I am the end. He sent waves of shadow creatures at us. The villagers fought bravely. Azariah charged straight for him. He swung a massive claw. She dodged. He struck the ground, sending shockwaves. She flipped over it. They clashed in the center. He grabbed her throat and lifted her. You cannot destroy what has ruled for centuries, he growled. She struggled. Then she remembered Master Eze's words. Control. Her body glowed bright gold. She grabbed his arm and focused. Light spread from her hands into his dark palm. He screamed. The earth shook violently. With one final cry, she tore him apart in a burst of blinding light. Silence fell. The ground closed. The Iroko tree stood alone. The minions never returned. Crops grew strong. Children laughed at night without fear. Azariah did not become a queen. She became protector. She rebuilt the village guard, taught others to defend themselves. As for me, I stayed by her side through it all. People call it legend now, but I still remember the night the sky cracked and the baby who did not cry. If you ever visit Umudara and see the old Iroko tree, look closely. The soil there is blackened. That is where darkness ended and where Azariah began.
Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more entertaining updates.